Okay, this isn't real, but I got duped by this, so I feel like I should try to dupe you too. Let's talk about Team Canada at the Olympics and what their team is going to look like, which at the time of recording this audio, we actually don't know yet. We don't know who is going to be on this team. We don't know the names that are going to be solidified. We don't know the organizational makeup of the lines. However, we do know the leadership group. We do know the guys who are going to be up there in the chairs looking at this team and seeing what goes on. We had ourselves what was the executive reveal. Talking about guys like Shane Doan, Claude Julien, former coaches like Jeremy Colleton, Nolan Baumgartner, etc. are going to be over here as well. This is going to be your men's Olympic ice hockey Team Canada executive group, but the players, it has not been revealed just yet. However, the reason we're making this video and the reason we're talking about ridiculous players in the way that we are is because of this prank pulled off by Missin Curfew. This is the podcast that was hosted by Shane O'Brien and Scotty Upshall. They posted this tweet that went sort of viral, and because it's funny, I'm going to go out there and talk about it here on the channel. Breaking news! Via TSN Sports, Hockey Canada has announced the 2022 Men's Olympic Hockey roster. And right now you can see the tweet has 2,000 likes and 700 retweets, so yeah, it's a lot of engagement right here. This right here is their proposed 2022 Men's Olympic Hockey roster. One leaf, one goal, one team. Now, to be honest, I scrolled through my Twitter and I read this and I saw the names, and I'm going to be honest, I was fooled for like a good 5 minutes because I saw the lineup and I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Look at who's going to be suiting up for Team Canada. And like Mark Mathod is tweeting about this, Kevin Bieksa is tweeting about this, guys that are actually on this list are tweeting about it. So in my mind, I was like, okay, that means it's real, right? And then I kind of looked at it a little bit more and I was like, oh, well, there's no way this is the real team, right? Let's go over and look at who Missin Curfew has as the Team Olympic squad heading to Beijing 2022. They have right here a first line of Kent Johnson, Eric Staal, and Mason McTavish. Okay, that's not unrealistic. I would not be surprised in the slightest if all three of these guys make the real Olympic team. Kent Johnson has been absolutely fantastic for Michigan. Eric Staal, we talked about yesterday. He's probably going to be suiting up for the Olympic squad. Mason McTavish, again, NHL player in Anaheim. He was pretty good. He got sent back down, so he is eligible. He's one of the better ones out there. The second line, though, Scotty Upshall, Mike Richards, and Joffrey Lupul. Now, I'm going to be real. I looked at this, and the information just kind of went in one ear and out the other. Scotty Upshall is a host of the podcast that this roster has been posted on. However, he is 38 years old. Mike Richards, on the other hand, is 36 years old. And you have Joffrey Lupul, who hasn't played in a few years. In fact, all of these guys haven't played hockey in a few years. The most recent was Scotty Upshall, and that was a few years ago in Switzerland. So, yeah, I kind of looked at this and I read it and I was like, wait, no way. No way. The third line, though, is kind of what reeled me in a little bit again. Dany Heatley, Connor Bedard, and Jordan Tootoo. Okay, now, I looked at this entire forward core, and I'm going to show it to you right here. I saw that Connor Bedard was on this list, and I was like, okay, what the heck? Bedard is in here and not Wright? Bedard made the team, and Shane Wright didn't? That's crazy, dude. Bedard's like 16 years old. He's going to go out there be an Olympian for Team Canada, for the men's ice hockey team at the Olympics. That's fantastic. Good for him. Playing on a line with Dany Heatley and Jordan Tootoo. And again, it was in one ear and out the other because Dany Heatley is 40 years old, and we all kind of know the meme status that Dany Heatley has amassed for himself in the NHL. Former 50-goal scorer, 100-point guy in Ottawa like a decade and a half ago, but he really fell off afterwards. You have Jordan Tootoo, one of the best 50-goal scorers the NHL has ever seen on here, and yeah, no, I'm kind of joking. He was kind of one of the fluke 50-goal scorers in the NHL's history because, you know, Joe Thornton was a thing. Good on him, though, for getting all those goals. It's just Team Canada at the Olympics, eh? That's great. Then, rounding out the forward core, Daniel Winnick, Patrick Marleau, Christopher Stieg, Nigel Dawes, and P.A. Parento. Again, like, I looked at this and I saw Marleau. I was like, okay, Marleau's kind of a legit player. Like, he's still kind of there. He still played recently, so I could believe it. The other guy is Nigel Dawes, KHL guy. He's fantastic. And it's like, Nigel Dawes isn't even Canadian now that I think about it. I mean, he is Canadian born, but like, he's represented Kazakhstan the past few Olympic Games. So like, what? It was like, wait, he's gonna switch sides again? What do we have, some Brett Hall stuff going on over here? And then we saw the decor, and the decor kind of made things a little bit easier for me to digest it as well. Owen Power, Mark Method. Okay, Power, just like Kent Johnson, very good player. He's been on the radar this entire time, so I wouldn't be surprised if he made it. Mark Method tweeting out this thing, kind of like cemented in my mind, okay, maybe there is some truth to this. Obviously there isn't, but he's just kind of trolling here. Mark Method tweeted about this entire roster. What an absolute honor it is for me and my family to have the opportunity to represent my country in Beijing. You're all very blessed to have the opportunity to watch me play again. And I was like, okay, that's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but Mark Method himself is talking about it, so that means he's on the list, right? And then, second pairing, Shane O'Brien, Willie Mitchell. Of course, O'Brien is hosting this podcast, and Willie Mitchell is Willie Mitchell, dude. Like, I kind of had to do a double take, a triple take. I was like, wait, Willie Mitchell's coming back? No way, that is awesome, because, you know, when I'm looking at this graphic, I kind of think the entire time, yeah, like, this is gonna happen, right? Willie Mitchell's 44 years old, and, like, he hasn't played in 5 years. Oh, yeah, I can't believe I fell for this. The next pairing kind of got me excited, though. Caden Gooley, again, Caden Gooley, another one of these younger guys that's on the radar, and Kevin Bieksa. When I saw Bieksa and Mitchell and O'Brien on the same team, I was like, yo, Vancouver, man, this is going to be great. Look at all these legends of Vancouver donning the Team Canada sweater at the Olympics. Kevin Bieksa also went out there and tweeted about this, cementing in my mind even more in the 5 minutes that I thought this was real, that this is going to be the Olympic team. Not sure if this sounds cocky or not, but I can almost guarantee this team would medal in Beijing. 3-week camp and we're off. You can even throw in Michael Bublé on the fifth line for optics. And when I read that, I was like, wait. He said I can almost guarantee this team would medal in Beijing. Would medal. Would. Is this not the real team? And then I saw the goalies, and, yeah, Devin Dubnyk, not a name that is a lot unfamiliar in this conversation. Justin Pogge, okay, he's there. And then Freddie Braithwaite was put on here. And that guy's 49 years old. I looked at this and I was like, wait, he's not, like, in game shape at all. That guy's nearly 50. And then I looked at the replies and everybody was like, oh, this is a great team, you know, Bieksa, Mitchell, having Joffrey Lupul and Daniel Winnick and the Leafs, Patrick Marleau back over here, gonna be great. And then everybody was like, wait, the goaltender, that backup goaltender is 49. Like, no way. This isn't the team. Come on. Missin Curfew, you guys got me good. I was sitting here for a solid 5 minutes analyzing this roster thinking, okay, I gotta make a video about this. I gotta make a video about how Kevin Bieksa's coming back, bro. Like, this is gonna be fantastic. Imagine Connor Bedard and Freddie Braithwaite on the same team. That's a difference of like 3 generations. Like, wow, what a crazy Team Canada at the Olympics. And then I was like, wait, no, that's not real. It's not real. I got duped. I really did, and I think it was funny enough, and this attempt at trolling was funny enough that I wanted to make a video about this. Just to go over how ridiculous this lineup is, and just give my props, you know? Gotta start clapping. Just gotta laugh. Thank you, Missin Curfew, for the good laugh. You guys got me good, and I will admit my defeat. And if anybody else saw this on Twitter and was kind of duped like me, hey, let me know in the comments if you saw this and were fooled by it. If you were, then hey, don't be ashamed because I was fooled by it as well. I don't know if anybody else on this YouTube page would have gotten fooled if you hadn't seen this already on Twitter, because I kind of prefaced the entire video by saying, yeah, it's not real. But yeah, imagine an Olympic team that has the likes of youngins like Kent Johnson, Mason McTavish, Caden Gooley, Owen Power, and Connor Bedard, and metaphorical dinosaurs like Freddie Braithwaite and Kevin Bieksa and Scotty Upshall and Joffrey Lupul, these guys who haven't played in years. Dany Heatley is out here on a line with Connor Bedard and Jordan Tutu. That's great. That is very, very great. Talk to me in the comments on your thoughts about this mock Team Canada roster. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.